Hello and welcome back to my channel. These past 2 days, social media has been flooded with videos of a student in a university fighting her lecturer and even biting him. I would expect that if you went through primary school, then secondary school, and then you get to university level, it should mean that you have picked up some level of social skills and good behavior. But what my eyes have seen has had me shaking my head. So the story starts with this student, apparently a TikToker, creating her content in a public place at the university, as we can see. The lecturer wishes to pass by, taps her lightly and says, "Excuse me." We can see the student appears angry and irritated at the interruption, and you can see her body language and her eyes flashing up and down in annoyance. She then angrily mutters something to a listener who was not shown. Social media stories have it that the lecturer came back to ask her to delete the clip as he realized he may have been captured in the clip. Apparently, she refused to do so. He then confiscated her phone, and if you have ever taken a phone off a Gen Z teenager, you know that is the worst thing you can do to them. Gen Zs do not joke with their phone, so the student flew into a rage like a lion whose cub has been taken away. The result is a public display of bad behavior by the student, as you can see. It's alleged that she beat him too. Amazingly, the lecturer appears quite calm and not retaliating. I'm truly impressed by his response, honestly. And I wonder, those of you watching this, would you have stayed so calm in the face of such great provocation? So the clips are all over social media. Some persons who know the lecturer had this to say about him. So this person says, "It's truly disheartening to see the level of disrespect directed at Dr. Chukwudi, a man who has been more than just a teacher. He has been a father, a mentor, and a guiding light to many of us in the Department of Theatre Arts and Film Studies at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka. To witness such an unfortunate incident is painful, especially knowing how much he has dedicated to shaping and uplifting students. This kind of behavior is unacceptable and should never be condoned. Sir, I sincerely apologize on behalf of those of us who still hold respect and gratitude for all you have done. You deserve nothing but honor for the sacrifices you have made in molding generations of students. Your legacy stands strong and we will always stand by you." Now, someone else wrote, "Dr. Chukwudi Okoye is one of the calmest, reserved, brilliant, yet jovial lecturers in UNIZIK Theatre Arts Department. The attitude of the girl is so unwarranted." Someone else wrote, "Wow, Dr. Okoye, Jesus, one of the best lecturers and responsible lecturers I know. She will soon see the result of her actions soon." This other person says, "The altercation between the UNIZIK student and the lecturer is deeply concerning. Regardless of whether she knew he was a lecturer or not, physical aggression, especially biting, should never be an option. Respect and self-control are fundamental values in any academic environment. A simple misunderstanding or perceived slight does not justify violence. Moreover, being a student in a higher institution comes with the responsibility of handling conflicts maturely. The excuse that she didn't know his status only worsens the situation. It suggests that her action might have been different if she had recognized his authority rather than coming from a place of general respect for others. The incident serves as a reminder that students must uphold discipline and conflict resolution skills, not just for their academic progress, but for their personal development and reputation as well." So there's been a lot of response on social media, a lot of response. Okay, now let's take another clip. A clip has appeared online, and apparently this is from the girl's boyfriend. The girl's, or ex, let's say ex-boyfriend. This is what he has to say. Listen for yourself.
"I want to tell you people something. This girl that fight her lecturer was my girlfriend before. Now she's my ex. This character is why we are not dating anymore. That gay character you see is very, very, very bad. She don't know how to talk. She don't know how to cook. What she know, only that video she's doing. I used to do everything for her, but she don't have single respect. Then if you name somebody's father, talk less of boyfriend, talk less of boyfriend. Her mother character is also like that. She's my girlfriend before. Now it's my ex.
So that's the ex-boyfriend. I don't know if it's true or not, but that is a clip circulating on social media. So some other people have also reasoned from another perspective. Okay, someone says the lecturer is right in all accounts, in all counts, except a minor mistake. He should have reprimanded with his voice and not touched the girl. Something like, "You're blocking the hallway, excuse me." Could it be that he was in a haste and so went for a quicker strategy? Note to self, as a lecturer, I must not touch my students to pass a message unless we are familiar enough. Okay? Then someone else says, every one of you calling for the expulsion of that girl from the school would do worse if a person charged at you to seize your phones for whatever reason. All the names thrown at that girl with her mom are unnecessary. If all the men who have commented on this matter expended similar emotions and rage in cases of domestic abuse or in matters where lecturers bully female students into having sex with them or fail their grades, we would have a cleaner and safe environment. Every human should learn to keep their hands to themselves, no matter the provocation. Okay, so lots of different opinions. Now, the university in question has released a statement and they said, the incident involving a lecturer and a student. The management of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, has been made aware of a disturbing incident involving the lecturer in the Department of Theatre Arts and Film Studies and the students, I don't want to mention her name, a third-year student in the Department of History and International Studies. The incident, which has gained significant attention on social media, is being taken very seriously by the university authorities. In line with our core values of discipline, self-reliance, and excellence, and in adherence to the principles of fair hearing, equity, and justice, the acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Joseph E. K. Chebelo, has ordered a full-scale, transparent, and unbiased investigation into the matter. We urge all concerned parties and members of the public to remain calm as we diligently pursue the truth. The university is committed to upholding discipline and decorum, and we will ensure that appropriate actions and sanctions are taken based on the outcome of the investigation. Nnamdi Azikiwe University remains an institute or institution of learning that upholds high moral and ethical standards. There is no place for indiscipline, misconduct, or any form of unacceptable behavior within our community. Further updates will be provided as necessary. Honestly, I see this as a case of lack of emotional control on the part of the student. Anger is a weakness which we must conquer, otherwise it can get us into trouble. Look at how she behaved. And even though there were people recording, that still did not calm her down. That is bad emotional health. You're not in control of your anger at all. There are a few things we teach children when they're angry. Number one, keep your hands and feet to yourself when provoked. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Don't poke people, don't prod them, don't kick under the table. These are basic things we teach children. And it's important to bring that back into the society. You cannot just lash out at people because you're angry. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. A simple way of initially managing your upset. Secondly, Pause before reaching out. Take a deep breath. Count to 10 before responding to avoid impulsive reactions. Reactions that you will regret, especially in these days of social media where everyone is recording one thing or the other. Third, identify your triggers. Recognize what specifically makes you angry and work on strategies to manage those situations. In this case, if the TikToker feels so upset at being interrupted, then perhaps she should have waited till later when people would have gone home so that she can shoot her video, or avoid a public corridor. So identifying your triggers and coming up with strategies to avoid such triggers is very important. Number 4, and perhaps the most important one, know when to walk away. If a situation is getting heated, step away. Revisit it when you're calmer. I can't imagine that she continued to fight the lecturer, despite the crowd that had gathered and were trying to pacify her. Also, people were recording. Did that not even make her come to her senses and walk away? One can only pray that when faced with provocation, we can remember these few simple tips. Keep your hands and feet to yourself. Pause before reacting and know when to walk away. Importantly, identify your triggers and manage them. So, what do we feel we can learn from this incident? Let me know your thoughts. Remember to work on your emotional health. Physical health is good, the exercise, the good eating, but emotional health, good emotional health, means you don't get easily angered or enraged and do things you will regret. So that's the end of our story today. If there are more updates, I'll let you know. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you to subscribe right away. We have so much to learn as we continue to work on our mental, emotional, and physical health. Till next video, see you soon again. Bye.